Okay, so what we have here is we have got our relay itself with a bolt or a hole for a bolt, the bolt that's supplied in it to come with it. We then have this here by itself, which is just for fitting additional reverse lights. If you're not fitting reverse lights, keep that up out of the way. We then have two plugs here. This here is going to plug into your existing grey plug underneath, and this is going to connect into your reverse piggyback loom. So I'll show you now where these go. Okay, so tail lights out. If we look down into this bottom corner in here, we've got a hole. If you feed these in one by one like this through that hole, first of all, at the minute leave this remaining wire up out of the way. Okay, so yes, as say, if we just feed that down one plug at a time, feed that down inside. If you look here, you will see inside here, you will see a hole. Well, there's two holes actually. What I found is if you fit the bolt through that hole, like so, I shall show you that now. This can be a little bit fiddly, so yeah, just be careful that you don't drop it, and then just tighten that bolt up. Give it a little nip. At this stage, just make sure all these wires are secure, because sometimes people have tugged these down and then they're saying about it doesn't work. So just make sure all your wires are still up and connected into this relay, and I shall show you down underneath. Okay, so what we have, this will be connected up already as factory, this grey plug. If you disconnect that grey plug, and if you find your wires that you've just brought down, this grey plug will connect in between. Oh, if I can get my fat ass in. So just simply and carefully push that in until it clicks. Same with the other side. Push that in until it clicks. Put your little tab back in the place. So at the minute we now have, if that stays in, there we go, we've got our grey connector plugged in, which is leaving our black and red wire. So that's where we are at the minute. Okay, so same again, if you disconnect your existing vehicle wiring, plug in the supplied piggyback wiring loom for your additional, or sorry, for your reverse light. So basically the black connector, this is going to leave you a red and a black here. If you connect them onto the connector, the black and red wire coming out of the same one as the connector that you just plugged in, push that in firmly, making sure the wee silicone sheaths are fully in to stop water getting in. If you want, you can use whatever connectors you wish. I've just the supplied ones. So at the minute, that is your cut-off loom fitted. If you're wanting to fit additional reverse lights, I'll show you that now. Okay, so this leaves us this wire by itself. So if you look in here, there's a hole. What I find myself is if we feed that down through this hole, that'll bring it nice and neatly in underneath the vehicle. And all you do is simply connect up your additional reverse lights onto the loom that you just pushed down. So red to red, black to black. So I've got an inline fuse of mine. I'm just doing this for purposes of the video. I'll tidy it all up after. So red to red, sorry, black to black, red to red, I'll tidy it all up in a minute, but that's it, installation finished. Okay, so just to recap where we are. Black multi-plug connected in for the piggyback, which red to red, black to black, in the wires coming that join the tube that for your grey connector. Again, disconnect your grey connector, which is your license plate one, connect the little piggyback loom in between. If you're fitting additional reverse lights, this separate one by itself that has the red and black, I fed it through, if you can see the tube up there. I then have them connected on to my additional reverse lights. I've got a fuse in there. I recommend use fuse, it's up to yourself. So yeah, cable tie it up, make it nice and neat. Make sure these are all clipped in, stops wiring faults in the future. And remember, this is obviously for off-road use only. Okay, this is going to be quite hard to show you because I'm here by myself at the minute on this job, but yes, so if you can see now, number plate lights are on, reverse lights aren't on, additional light isn't on. We put the truck into reverse, and what we see is our number plates fell off, but what we see is our reverse lights are on, our additional reverse light is on, our number plate lights are off. And if we look very quickly on the screen, we can actually see number plate lights are out. If you're very quick, it'll probably not show in the video. No, it doesn't. If you're really quick, you can see. So yeah, so in neutral, and we have got number plate lights on, no reverse, no reverse. We put her into reverse. We have got no number plate lights, no number plate lights. We've got a reverse and our additional reverse, and it's as easy as that.